record on video, record on audio. Hello. I'm going to be organizing my office space today. This is an area that I work in pretty much every day. I work from home, so sometimes it's a bit hard to separate that like home self from the work self. So working in this space can get a bit stale sometimes. I kind of want to make it feel like more of a creative environment, so I can work in here for creative stuff as well as my work stuff. Been trying to think of ways that I can help switch those modes in the same zone. I'm thinking about maybe if I have some sort of like whiteboard I can flip, and then one side of it is the work side, the other side is the creative personal pursuits side. It's another thought that I had, or potentially a cork board that I turn around, maybe double-sided cork board. Haven't quite figured out how that's going to happen yet. Let me show this space. Okay, so this is what we're working with. We've got my desk here, which is a lifting desk. My chair, which is covered in stuff. Very useful. We've got this cupboard that I got off Marketplace. It's got one door missing, which is over there. And Kate and I never quite figured out how to put it on. There's something off with the hinge, so we need to figure out how to fix that. But also, this has become a bit of a dumping ground since we got it. Then we've got this room divider, which I use to sort of close off the space when I'm in meetings and stuff. And then we've got our bookshelf, which is probably the cutest thing in the room at the moment. It's got some really cute stuff on it. Sort of yarn corner, anonymous fan. Then this ground, I have this problem where I tend to pile things in corners. So we've got the piles going on here. My flower press there that Kate painted for me. It's really sweet. And then in this little drawer thing is where I keep my pressed flowers for eventual making of zines or collages and mixed media art stuff. Yeah, so that's kind of what we're working with on this side of the room. I'm going to leave Kate's stuff alone for now because Kate does jewelry making. And I don't want to mess with their mojo. So we'll leave that be for now. So I've got to kind of figure out my side of the room, which is a bit more of the cluttered side that's got less purpose, less thought behind it. Yeah, so we'll see how we go with this. And yeah, happy to have you guys along for this journey. For now. My old laptop hard drive. Wrapping paper. No idea where to put this because it won't fit in that cupboard. I feel like I need like a big vase or something to put all the like wrapping papers and materials or something. Alright, be right back. I've got to get a cloth. I just made a quick cleaning solution with vinegar, water, soap. filthy my desk was. Pretty nice and clean now. Not bad. Alright. Next step is organizing these boxes. Remove this for now. Standing desk. Got electronic stuff. They go on shelf. Shoebox. I love my shoeboxes. We've got scrapbook. I used to do this thing where I would put stuff in jars and then put it on display, so maybe I'll do that with a bunch of that stuff. Because I've got like little tidbits and memorabilia that I might want to use someday or just want to remember and don't necessarily want to throw away. So maybe I'll do that. Grab a jar. Alright, we have this recently acquired coffee jar. I was thinking of using it for storage, but another coffee jar will come along, so I think it's okay to use it for this. And it's pretty big, which means I can fit a lot of junk in it. Alright. So it's a bit of an art to put stuff in a jar. I'm going to make a junk pile on the floor. Some things will not be salvageable, unfortunately. Thumbtacks I need for the thumbtack board. Cotton buds of all things, rubbish. Post-it notes. It's a guitar tuner. Hair comb. Very important. Maybe that could go in the jar. One of my old housemates and friends made this for me. I think that was a lockdown acquirement. Trash. Shell. I don't collect shells from the beach anymore because I've heard it's not actually good for the environment to remove them, but I've got some from my use. But lots of hair stuff in this box. This iPod that I actually found at a train station when I was a teenager. And when I was a teenager, I was not in the mood to give things back to people who owned them, so I just kept it. It's a bit dog of me. Honestly, maybe I should bring it back. Leaf. Oops, that I used to wear. They're broken now, though. I did used to wear them. Hair tie. I've got quite short hair these days, and I don't really tend to tie it back. When I put it out of my face, I tend to just put a headband on, so I don't know if I need these hair ties. Fake pearls. The way you can tell if it's real pearl is if you rub it on your nails or your teeth, and if it feels gritty, then that's real pearl. Tea light. It might just be cool to have like certain bits in view from the glass. Then it almost looks like barnacles or something. Because I've got to put more stuff in the middle to sort of bulk it out a bit more, so that stuff can actually push against the glass. Lollipop. I'm not gonna eat it, so. Strange place for me to put a lot of this stuff. No. Plumper for lips. Fucking hurts. Never used it again. It's got capsaicin in it, which is what's in chilies. I wish I put this mirror like in the middle or something. I don't know. Add some sort of dimension to it. I think this used to be a makeup brush, but I don't know where the end went. Actually, no. It's for nails. Where you bring your tooth. I don't know what this is from. It's in little jars. Stop. Grammar time. Little chain. I think that's cute. A bit stop grammar time in there. Ah! I found the Baby Yoda stamp. Very good. I will not be putting that in the jar. Feels too recent an acquirement for jardom. Beads. A pivotal epiphany that changes the character's opinion or outlook. I assume that's some sort of writing prompt I made for myself. That can go in the jar. This feels like, you know, in Adventure Time, Finn has his vault. Except that's where he puts the things that happened to him that were kind of disturbing or bad or scary. And he says that they're going in the vault every time. And then it eventually comes to be that the vault gets too full and he has to confront the things in the vault. I guess this is kind of similar. It's just more a jar of the past, and a million hair ties might end up going in there because I have a lot of hair ties. I don't know. I don't know how that would look though. We've got to channel the sort of I Spy books by, what's his name? Walter something. Pin. I can't remember who gave this to me. It's one of my friends. That can go in the jar. Hair ties. Clothes peg. Thumbtacks. An ancient plastic. I fear I'll need to get a different package for that because it's not very user-friendly. A little bit of writing again. That can go in there. When you play guitar, occasionally you acquire picks that you've fashioned yourself. This one looks like it was made out of some sort of gift card. Alright, we've now got a bunch of beads and bits and bobs and a lot of cat hair. So here's how we're looking so far. Could definitely do with some work. A little star in it. Another thing that you acquire when you play guitar since you're a child are guitar jewelry. I had a phase where I was wearing little bits and bobs like that, but she's gone now. It's a bit of a mishmash of periods in my life in this jar. Got some childhood things like the guitars. Just off Grammar Time was a short writing editing course that I took. We make this more of a spell jar. Putting metal and sharp bits in are good for protection. Got a lot of colors going on, pinks and reds. I realize that it's quite dark in here. Don't know how much you can actually see. I'm getting to the point where I'm ready to chuck stuff out. Alright. some other things on the ground. My work brain. Alright, I'm gonna put these in the bathroom. See if Kate wants to use any of them. If not, I might chuck them out. Okay. My old keyboard. I like to think that it'll still work. I might keep that for writing my novel. It's good. I've got all these USB-C cords and I don't know which ones actually work. Just constantly acquiring things. I'll put them in my electronics bag. That's a place for them at least. Notebooks for Moody. Yeah. Maybe I need to obliterate these. It's got a little camera thing here. It's kind of cute. Alright, this is how we're doing it now. Look. Vibes. Rubbish. I wish I still had my cardboard box for rubbish. Should have kept that one for a bit longer. Oops. I will grab a bin. Alright. Bin bag. That'll go on the jar eventually. It's nice to just have it started. This is kind of what we're working with at the moment. And this way, if I keep it on my desk, little bits and bobs come up that I don't necessarily want to throw out because they remind me of something or someone, but are just cluttering this space. I can put them in here and I'll still remember them, which is nice, I think. Perhaps you guys should sit on the floor with me while I sort through this stuff. Come down to my level. Got these things for scalpel for cutting paper. And also these for lino. So I was gonna do this project where I like made stamps out of old erasers. Never quite got around to it though. Some light reading. This can go in the jar. I think that'll add some nice accents to the color scheme we got going in there. Notebook. Not too big for the jar. Nail buffer. It's kind of disgusting. So another USB-C cord. Very good. starting strong with this next one with my dirty socks. Resin. This needs to go in the art cupboard. I think these do. Let me put all the art cupboard stuff in one spot. So we've got the paper stuff, the lino stuff, pins I'll keep in my pin board. We've got charcoals, pastels. Alright, now these are all scrapbooking resources. We've got cat. It's just beautiful, isn't it? National Geographic Australia. Or Geo, it's not National Geographic. What a bunch of these there. Acquired from my dad's old place, and magazine swap boxes. They used to have one at my old library that I'd frequent. I used to love grabbing stuff from there. I don't get magazine swap boxes as often. I don't know if they even still have the one that they used to have. Romeo and Juliet play. Philosophy now. New philosophy. Unglaublich Hypersex mit Aberleichen Menschen. I don't know what that means, but I probably said something inappropriate just then. I got this from Sticky Institute. Our favorite zine store here in Melbourne. Possibly our only zine store, but there's good resources in these. This one was in a shack. Embroidery. Another one from a zine. I think I got this from the zine fair. Someone's comic. Victorian writer. Adbuster. One of my old journals with a picture from a National Geographic on the cover. I really like in some of these old books that I have. I've got old writing that's kind of faded. I don't know if you can see that, but the fine liner kind of bled into the paper a bit. I really like that effect. It looks like a memory, or feels kind of like interesting to see how it's aged. This is from 2016, so it was like 10 years ago now. But got my zine resources. Lots of bits and bobs in here. Paper. So that'll go in this pile, I think. This one is all scrapbooking, zine resources. I've got a lot of notebooks with little bits and stuff in them. And it sometimes feels like a waste to just have them sitting on a shelf somewhere. I feel like I want to do something with them. So, let's deal with this stuff first. Okay. Alright, so this is what we're working with. It's kind of got no organization. There's like nothing in here. So, got to put stuff in there. Now we've got all this stuff. It's got to go in there. Okay, let's do it. First, we've got to take everything out. I'm gonna grab, I'll be right back, I gotta grab something. Alright, so crafts, paper there. I'm gonna do it now. I think that'll still close. Yeah, cool. Easel doesn't quite fit here. Masks. I might just end up chucking that. Class is making an appearance. I don't really have a purpose for them anymore. So, what to do? What do you think, Classy? Yes, he is as big as me. He's purring. I think he likes that. Alright. Fucking feathers everywhere. Scrapbooking materials. I don't do it this way, which feels a bit blasphemous for books on their side like this, but they're just to be cut up anyway, so I think it's okay. This is a journal, so it goes up the top with the rest of them. Alright. Now, here. Perhaps can go up here. It's already looking better. Crazy what you can do in like 2 hours. I'm tired. I think I need a cup of tea. Okay, I've got my tea. Yeah, little interlude. I've decided to start making videos again because I just really like it, and I feel like these sorts of long form videos where we can just hang out, and I feel like being unformulaic and being human feels really important right now. So I just want to try and channel that a little bit more in my day-to-day, relaxing into it, allowing myself to just exist in all of the mess and clutter. And you know, I used to put on makeup for all my videos. I used to do a lot of things in preparation, have a general script, and I just don't have the energy for that these days. I don't have the time for that, but I still enjoy creating things and making content. So I think I'll just have to do it in the way that I can, that is viable for me and the lifestyle that I'm living at the moment, with full-time work. And yeah, life is very busy as well. I get rare moments where I'm on my own, and have this space to just, I don't know, unclutter. So that's where we're at the moment. And yeah, feel free to join me on this little journey. Hang out if you'd like to. Subscribe if you'd like to. I don't really mind. It's your life. If you want to see me again, hopefully I'll keep doing stuff. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for having a look at this one, and we'll see what happens next. I want to do more craft stuff. I'm currently working on some outfits for the upcoming Ren Fair in Melbourne. Just one outfit. I'm not going to do more than one. I was thinking some sort of pirate thing. Could be fun. I've never been to a Ren Fair before, so I'm really excited for that. So maybe I'll take you along that journey as well. I've only done little bits so far, and only have vague concepts in mind. and Pinterest dreams. So, yeah. Anyway, let's keep decluttering and organizing, and we'll see how we go. I'm really trying to figure out what sort of organization works best for Kate and I and our space, and in ways that we can both creatively thrive in the space without clashing too much, ensuring that we both have the room for all our needs. Because clutter can be very distracting. It can also be enriching if it's the right type of clutter, the stuff that inspires you to create the things that you're reaching out to create. But, mess is mess, and it's hard to think when there's stuff that are distracting you from the thoughts inside. So I think making it intentional where stuff is kept is very important. Yeah, so that's what I'm aiming for. The tea I'm drinking, if you're wondering, is Nourishing Herbs, Foggy Morning, Earl Grey. Get on it. It's my mum's tea brand. It's delicious. Anyway, I'm going to keep it on. I might put a podcast in so I can just lock in and do everything, so I won't talk very much for the rest of this. But that's that. Yeah. Thanks for coming along, guys. I'm sorry as well that you have to see the back of my head for a lot of this. I had a shower before, so a lot of my hair is quite flat. Alright. I actually mentioned earlier the I Spy guy. And I actually have an I Spy book in this box. That was meant to be a gift for one of my nephews. Walter Wick is what his name is. But that's kind of what I want to channel with my organization. I really like the way that they approach like colors and trinkets and organizing in these books. It's really sweet. I really enjoy it. It's so inquisitive, It's very like playful, which I love. Yeah, these will get to my nephews eventually.
Think about your day.